What's up, fight fans? I'm J.COTTO. Welcome to J.COTTO's fight page. And well, I just wanna make this video because I want to let each and every fanboy, each and every person out there who follows fighters and have agendas and don't want to see the truth and are constantly arguing in comment sections with fucking certain uploaders or not even uploaders, just subscribers that know their boxing and they're trying to argue facts that, well, not even facts, but they're just trying to argue things that that are not valid whatsoever in the argument. At the same time, it's not your fault that you're coming up short like a midget in an orgy. You know what I'm saying? When you try to argue for your fighter, it's not your fault. It's that your fighter is lacking. We understand. Us people that debate, you guys, we understand. This is why we don't go to the farthest reaches of insults to you guys. You know, it's more like a, okay, we forgive you, bro. You don't know. But at the same time, don't try to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to scorn my fucking wisdom by telling me what I'm telling you is just opinion when there are other people telling you no, it's fact. You feel me? I've been running into a lot of these guys who are very opinionated and are trying to turn this into a fucking gospel. Like they expect you to have the same beliefs that they have in their bullshit fighters. Example, there are certain fight fans that expect me to give Canelo Alvarez some type of credibility. I have done this before he had fought Angulo. After he fought Angulo, it was all a gimmick from there on. How the fuck you can't move that fluently against Floyd Mayweather Jr., right? But you could move very fluently against Angulo. And really, because it's been rumored around that Canelo got paid an extra $5, you know what I'm saying, to take it easy on the prize fighter from Vegas. That's not the first time I heard this either, and other people have heard this too. So if you're gonna ask me to pull up the proof, you do the fucking research. Straight up and down, because everything that I have said, people have researched it, and it's the fucking damn truth. I'm not gonna get on here, a 43-year-old man, a grown-ass man, come on here and get on the fucking mic and start feeding you propaganda like most of these motherfucking channels do. I'm not about that shit. I'm not about that. I like to be looked at as a man, not a fucking joke. So I'm gonna be about a man on this fucking mic. So all these agendas and all these fanboys who want you to look at, you know what I'm saying, their fighters the same way they look at them, and that's not no way, no. See, because now you've got people who follow PBC fighters, right? I mean, to the core. Like people actually thought, because Danny Garcia was undefeated, that nobody was ever going to beat him. He was going to have another Floyd Mayweather in this. No. And expect more undefeated fighters to start losing their motherfucking O's. What Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko did was basically erase that chalkboard with the formula of fucking the A-side shit, right? Because, and this goes out to my man Aztec 101. I understand that Jack Johnson was the king of flaunting and all that stuff, but really, the A-side formula has been really spewed up and bought up and actually capitalized on by the prize fighter from Vegas. Ain't nobody ever heard that bullshit as much as in this era with the A-side. You know what I'm saying? I watched boxing in the early 80s, the late 80s, or the mid 80s, late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, late 90s, the millennials. Now we're getting into the late millennials. That's a long time of fucking boxing. So you mean to tell me that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? You mean to tell me that I'm supposed to look at motherfuckers that are being favored and pampered like Deontay Wilder, Canelo Alvarez, you know what I'm saying? And a couple more guys that are being protected. I'm supposed to give them the same worship you're giving them because you don't know no better? Well, I'm sorry, guys, but that's not the way it goes here. That's not the way a boxing fan's supposed to be looking at shit. See, I'm not gonna clap my hands and stomp my feet because you guys are clapping your hands and stomping your feet over something that you saw that was gimmick. Know what I'm saying? I'm glad that Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko put on that display of fucking boxing. I'm happy because boxing is back. Boxing is back. And you fight fans should already know the difference, especially with all the fucking rippage and teardowns you guys have been going through. You know what I'm saying? 85% of you motherfuckers got it from me. You guys got that ass whooping from me. So it just gets to the point where you have to ask yourself, are you guys gonna be honest with yourself? Or are you gonna continue to lie to yourself? Are you gonna let them continue to eat up your mind with all of this A-side shit and all of this, you know, not wanting to go up 5 pounds, but then you go up or 9 fucking pounds to fight somebody that you know has been very, very inactive. You know what I'm saying? But you guys are cheering him on like if he's doing something special when all he's doing really is taking advantage. What most of these fighters like that are really doing, taking it. Now, that shit with Canelo and Chavez Jr., that face-off, that was much needed. Because now everybody's making response videos to this, seeing exactly how much of a fucking bitch and a diva Canelo Alvarez is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys put on a lot of false accusations and allegations as to Canelo. I mean, that Chavez Jr. looked shook. And no. I don't know what the fuck program y'all were watching, but there's only one face-off. There's only one Max Kellerman, and there's only one Canelo and one Chavez Jr. Unless they fucking sacrifice these motherfuckers and clone them. But what I'm saying here is, we were watching the same thing, and personally, I just feel a lot of people are just being stupid and biased when they say shit like, "Oh, he had Canelo, Canelo had him in check." Oh, Canelo, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. If anything, Chavez Jr. told him, "Yo, you don't fight nobody big. You know what I'm saying? You're always bigger than the other person. There's nothing that, you know what I'm saying? No, he took him to school, dog. He let him have it. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't look scared. He looked at ease. That's the way Chavez Jr. always looks. So for you Canelo fans to just start making stories up, you should take a good look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, why the fuck am I backing this fucking dude up that hasn't even given me a good, decent fight against a fucking decent fighter? You know what I'm saying? He's not making him look bad. He's picking them while they getting bad. There's only a handful of you guys that know exactly what the fuck it is and what these guys are trying to bring you. And then there's 2 handfuls of you guys who are trying to convince people that the fighter that you like is the shit when the fighter that you like lacks. See, like right now, you can say Anthony Joshua, his career looks way better than Deontay Wilder's. Now this is fact, because now you can look at his resume, look at who he fought, right, and then look at the way he carries himself in that ring. Look at the way Deontay Wilder carries himself in the ring. He already hurt his fucking hand, dog. He already needed surgery on his fucking hand. Is somebody not throwing punches correctly with that fucking windmill go gadget arm, right? With that bionic arm now. Right? All this bullshit and drama about other boxers being coming out, you know what I'm saying, dirty and shit like that. Right? It's funny. But these are the fighters. These are the fighters that are supposedly superior in the eyes of you guys. See, because you fight fans are the reason why, you know what I'm saying, part of the reason why this game is fucked up like this. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are ass backwards. Like, I don't know if God built you backwards or something, but God don't make mistakes, so it must have been you. You know, you guys continue to just do this shit. Anthony Joshua and Klitschko fight, that shit was whack. That was not competitive. Niggas was getting hit too much. So what do you expect? Are you expecting one guy to swing, the other guy to just run around and pot shot? Because you got, this is what I was telling Aztec 101. That A-side shit, all of that, even in-ring antics, that's all Floyd Mayweather's doing, man. There's nothing that you can say about it. You can blame it all on Floyd. Yes, you fucking can. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. All you gotta do is the research, and you'll see. You ain't hear none of that A-side shit as flamboyantly as you hear it now. This era's full of faggotry, and I'm just glad that there are men who know that the sport needs fixing up. There are men who know what they have to do in order to make themselves great, make the other fighter that they're fighting great, and the sport as well. You know what I'm saying? But this shit where you guys are giving these guys, like, just because you see a fight against him in Kirkland as a great match, doesn't mean that everybody else saw it the way you did. Because everybody looked at Kirkland like this motherfucker was finished. No matter if a finished fighter who's punch drunk or whatever the fuck calls anyone out, you would have to be real desperate. You would have to be a real son of a bitch to fucking actually make this man sign a contract and fight him. And you gotta be a real fucking, like, real fucked up fight fan to say, damn, he's gonna fuck him up knowingly. That's why Cotto didn't take that Kirkland fight. He don't get no points for that. Know what I'm saying? He don't get no points for that. So an injury report was brought up about Kirkland hurting himself. But we all know what the fuck it is. A lot, to make excuses about you can't fight at 160, but you'll go up 9 more pounds to fight someone who has his father's name and has been very inactive. Oh, you'll fight that dude. You go up them pounds, right? Right? And way before that, you said you walk around a 178, 180. You fight whoever you want. Now you got all these guys talking about, I'm not listening to these sanctioning bodies. I'm not put here to fight or listen to sanctioning bodies. So then, let me guess. You're a fighter in there that gets to do whatever the fuck he wants. You're a fighter that gets to do whatever the fuck you want, right? So then why don't we make this an even playing field for every fighter? Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Because to tell you the truth, fighters like Canelo Alvarez ain't really impressed much. I mean, really take a look at the fucking resume, guys. Rubio. You know what I'm saying? He fought a couple of, I mean, not even Rubio. Not even. Excuse me for that one. GGG gets it too. With certain washed up fighters that he fought too. Nobody is safe from the criticism of the truth. And you guys gotta start looking at your fighters and like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Because I used to follow Canelo. You know? I'm glad I never followed Wilder like that. You know why? Because I already seen the fakeness in him. As soon as you hear motherfuckers with a catchphrase and, you know what I'm saying, they start talking about that, they're going to be the best, and then they start picking and choosing. You already know, bro. Mayweather 101, A-side politics, bullshit. No need for it. Shit is fucked up in the game right now. So hopefully, these legacy fighters, Lomachenko, Rigondeaux, Joshua, Golovkin, Matisse, who's coming back, Crawford, Gonzalez. Fighters, bro, fighters. Fighters who are fighting, who are trying to unify, who are unifying. Thurman, Porter, who are unifying, who are fighting, who are looking for competitiveness, looking for the best within their ranks to fight. Not like these guys who make excuses and throw the money and buy themselves out or sell themselves or price themselves out and put, oh, I already gave him the he already knows what it is. I already gave it to him. I gave him the offer. Take it or leave it, knowing that that fighter has more accolades and more accomplishments within the sport than your fighter. And your fighter's the A side because a couple of bitches bounce up and down and they think he's cute, and because he's a good looking dude and he would look good on any fucking type of merchandise, but yet he's not fighting as active as the other guy who deserves it. Get the fuck out of here with this shit, man. You guys need to open your fucking eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because now what happens to you Canelo fans when Chavez Jr. beats the shit out of fucking Canelo? Is he still an A side because he lost that light heavy? Hell no. Hell no. He don't get to negotiate like that anymore. As a matter of fact, he never should have been given this A side shit after Floyd Mayweather danced all over his fucking face with his gloves. You feel what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder has no business really holding that WBC. You know why? Because he is like very inactive. He don't fight nobody. Now he's going up against a Bermain Stavern again, which I know the WBC set up for him nice and easy. Nice and easy. You see? And this is what the WBC fucked up and failed at as well. That for trying to look out for Canelo shitted on y'all just last week. See? So you guys, man, you guys really don't know what the fuck you talking about at certain points, man. When you start favoring and trying to push your doctrine on niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to tell us shit that's opinion based. Trying to give us this fucking record that we actually see growing before our eyes on your fighter, which happens to be complete and utter bullshit. Watered down, straight up bullshit. Not dissing you, not dissing your fighter, but it's the truth. Hey, my brothers, those who feel a little bit streaked and offended on this, hey, let me explain something to you. It's the same thing with me. I don't want Manny Pacquiao, who happens to be one of my followers I fight. I don't want him to fight Jeff Horn, right? But do you see anybody else trying to fight him? Keith Thurman wants to fight him, but he's talking about somewhere in November. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao want to fight now. See, these are the things that you guys are totally biased to and totally forget to look at. You don't look at the other side. You only look at one side that pertains to your fucking favoritism. And that fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. Niggas is talking about they taking me to school. Nigga, get your number 2, because you about to get tested. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking joke, dog. That goes to any fucking body. I'm a nice guy and all that shit. You want to test my kung fu, nigga? My kung fu's way better than yours. Just because I talk basic and I don't really get into numbers and shit like most of these fucking uploaders do, because everybody, and I repeat, everybody has a method of uploading. I am well versed in all of it. Everything that you do, the next nigga do, I can make a formula. You niggas see my content, and I'm not kissing my own ass. But now I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I've got to kiss my own ass when it comes to somebody trying to step up and tell me that either they're going to take me to school or, and no, Aztec, this doesn't only go out to you. Even though that was some funny shit that you said yesterday. I like that. That was kind of funny. But, you know what I'm saying? I debate every day. Just letting you motherfuckers know this. I debate every day. If I'm at work, I'm still debating. If I'm at home in my free time, I'm still debating. I debate about at least 16, 17 niggas at a time in different fucking forums. You guys don't believe me? Like I said, man, look up J.COTTO's fight page, look me up on Facebook, and come look at my body of work. I get it in now. Your motherfuckers don't sleep on me. Y'all seen what the fuck it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, challenges are accepted. I don't give a fuck about any of that. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, guys, let's just stop this shit, bro. Let's just stop this. There's no favoritism here. Do you guys know that in history, only mothers are supposed to let shit that's really guilty be permissible and only to their children? Only mothers, you know that, right? Only mothers are supposed to say, regardless their son shot a nigga right in front of them, no, my son ain't do it. That's exactly how you fucking guys are acting. No, not my fighter. But then you want to throw that, what he did, you want to throw it in as an accolade, try to throw it in as a fact, as a positive fact, and it's not. It's not. There's nothing that Canelo Alvarez has done for the sport of boxing. There's nothing that Deontay Wilder has done for the sport of fucking boxing. You feel what I'm saying? Now, Anthony Joshua has done something for the sport of boxing. Gennady Golovkin has done something for the sport of boxing. Fighters like this, who are unifying, who are taking their highest level of competition as to mandatories, ranked opponents, these are the guys that are doing things for the sport. But if your fighter is on that faggy shit where he's just basically taking names and taking money, but he's not taking problematic names, then I don't know what else to tell you. But I'm gonna tell you like this: Canelo will never fight a Charlo and will never fight an Andrade. Okay? I'm letting you know this shit right now. Deontay Wilder will not make it to Anthony Joshua. He will not make it to Anthony Joshua. If they put someone like Briggs in front of him, if they put someone like Baby Miller, if they put someone like Ortiz in front of Wilder, I guarantee you, man, I guarantee you. If Alexander Povetkin didn't sell out the way he did and take money to be blamed just so Deontay Wilder could get past to wherever the fuck he's going, because we still ain't see no test results from Povetkin's side. To me, I just feel that they paid him off to take some fall and some blame to look like a fucking bad guy, and he did just that. And he also got paid for the Bermain Stavern shit to come out to be all dirty and shit, right? Right? I mean, look at the fucking steps these guys are taking to give this guy a rockabye baby fucking career. Look very closely, guys. Open your fucking eyes. Look at it. Look at it. Why the fuck they got a title tournament, a WBC heavyweight title tournament, and there weren't that many motherfuckers on there? Just Povetkin and Stavern? Because there was no other way this shit went. A tournament's a tournament. It just can't consist of two people. It's got to be more. But it is what it is. Now everybody's getting on the WBA because Frezzo Kendo, who hasn't fought in 3 years, is fighting Shannon Briggs. But at the same time, they're totally contradicting themselves, because from what I understand and real fight fans understand, to you guys, Shannon Briggs is finished goods. To you guys, he ain't shit. To you guys, he's an old man. So what's the problem with him fighting someone who's possibly his age and hasn't fought in 3 years and wants to come back? I mean, you guys are used to, you know what I'm saying, your fighters title hopping, right? Right? You guys are used to your fighters going through, not even going through the motherfucking division, going through one fight in the division, all of a sudden they're ranked number one to fight the fucking champion, and then after that they vacate the title to go up to the next one just to be called a divvy champ. This is what the fuck you guys are pom-pomming behind. And it doesn't make you much of a fucking fight fan. It makes you a fucking propaganda specialist. You know what I'm saying? It makes you one of those people that just push propaganda because it sounds good to you, but it's not fact. You know what I mean? People all of a sudden wanted when Muhammad Ali passed away, all of a sudden Deontay Wilder wants to wear this Muhammad Ali print and try to come out and be all, you know what I'm saying, with his lip patterns, like, you know what I'm saying, speaking, oh, I'm bad, like you're Muhammad Ali. Nigga, no, stop it, motherfucker, stop it. Because you are not as great. You will never be as great. You will never be as great. You guys want to take it to, the level of competition, though. That's not fair, Jeff. The fuck out of here. The level of competition was the way it was because these motherfuckers fought and wanted to be great. What the fuck are your fighters doing? God, your fighters are taking names just for money. They're not fighting to be great. There's a fucking difference. And this fight that's going on with Chavez Jr. and Canelo, it's a disrespect. A big disrespect to the Mexican people. It's a huge disrespect to the Mexican people and to the country itself. Because none of these motherfuckers have represented Mexico at all. Especially with that. We don't fuck around here. You don't fuck around in Mexico, nigga. You just made Mexico look like a puss bag for the past, 5 months, bro. And you guys are actually permitting this? Okay. I'll tell you something right now. You can't say shit to me. Because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And you can't say shit to anyone who subscribed to me. You can't say shit to anyone who kicks it with me. Can't say shit to any real boxing fan if you guys are pushing this type of fucking propaganda. Your fighter's worth has to be worth fighting. He has to have made up his worth from fighting. Not from taking a high price and taking a name and, you know, like a lot of people are knocking Golovkin for fighting Brook. But the thing is that Brook wanted that fight, right? Brook tested himself. Brook went up, right? Brook fought him. Brook did what these middleweight pussies didn't want to do. They didn't want to fight GGG. And you guys know this, but you just like to throw in that, you know what I'm saying? That shit where now it's Golovkin who's asking for the money, so it's wrong for him to ask for the money, but yet it's okay for fucking Carrot Top over here. It's okay for fucking Rocky Dennis to fucking ask for money though. It's okay. That's permissible for you guys, but the next boxer can't do that. You guys are hypocrites. You're all fucking hypocrites. You're all fucking hypocrites. And if you're backing your fighter up with this bullshit, and if he's doing it, then yo, you ain't shit. Like, really, you ain't. You have no argument against anyone. The shit goes like this, guys. If your fighter's fucking up, call him out. Admit it. It doesn't blind you. Otherwise than that, fight fans, my name is J.COTTO. Thank you for joining my fight page. I'm working on a new late night boxing talk. God bless, stay vigilant. Peace.